Hello, hi, good morning, children. Welcome to online science class, third chapter Chemical Substances and Processes, part 5. In today's session, we are going to discuss about a very important topic, that is types of chemical reactions. This is the last topic of this chapter, and today we are going to finish this chapter. Okay? Before going to start, I just want to revise what you learned in previous class, that is from part 1 to part 4. Children, in this chapter, we learn water atoms, molecules, pure substances, elements, compounds, mixture, chemical symbols, chemical formula, chemical changes, chemical equation, and at the end we discussed about balancing of chemical equation, right? If you have any doubt in these topics, you just send me a message in WhatsApp. I will try to clear it. Okay? Children, depending upon the type of chemical change which occurred during the reaction, chemical reactions are classified into different types. Let us learn one by one each type of chemical reactions in brief. The first type of chemical reaction is combination reaction. What is combination reaction here? In this type of reaction, two or more substances combine to form a new substance. That is, when two or more reactants they combine they will going to produce a new product. Understood? So what is a combination reaction here? When two or more reactants combine to form a new product, that is what we call combination reaction. Here combination reactions are very useful in synthesizing various chemicals, means combining various chemicals. For example, you know how water is going to be formed? Yes, by combination reaction. You just look at this reaction here. When hydrogen gas combines with the oxygen to form a new substance, that is water. Got it? When two reactants, that is hydrogen and oxygen, combine to form a new product, that is what we call water. This is what combination reaction. One more example here, you just look at here. When nitrogen combines with the hydrogen, they will form a new substance, that is ammonia. Got it? Understood what is combination reaction here? Any doubt in this? No, right? Next, that is decomposition reaction. What is decomposition reaction here? In this type of reaction, more than one product is formed from a single reactant. Here, more than one product is formed from a single reactant. This is what we call decomposition reaction. For example, by passing electric current through water, water breaks up into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, here water is decomposed into hydrogen and oxygen. This is what we call decomposition reaction. Understood what is the decomposition reaction here? More than one product is formed from a single reactant. Right now, here in this example, single reactant is water. From single reactant, you are going to get two products, that is hydrogen and oxygen. And one more example here, you just look at here. When we heat a limestone, that is calcium carbonate strongly, then limestone breaks up into calcium oxide, that is we call quicklime and carbon dioxide. Got it? Here when we heat limestone strongly, then limestone breaks up into what? Quicklime and carbon dioxide. Here limestone is decomposed into quicklime and carbon dioxide. Here this is what we call decomposition reaction. Got it? Children, an important use of decomposition reaction is digestion of food in our body. It is because the carbohydrates in the food we eat decomposes to a simpler substances called sugar. For example, it is glucose. And this glucose further break down to provide us energy. Here, what is happening here? Decomposition of glucose into energy. First it is carbohydrate, it is again decomposed to glucose, and further this glucose is break down to form a energy. Got it? This is what decomposition reaction. Any doubt in this? No, right? Next we will see displacement reaction. What is displacement reaction here? The name itself indicates here something displacement is going to be happen in reaction. Means a chemical reaction in which one element displaces another in a compound. This is what we call displacement reaction. Not understood, right? Okay then, I will do one activity here so that you can understand it easily. For this activity, take a 50 ml of water in a beaker or in a glass. And in the next step, you need to add some crystals of copper sulfate, okay, in water. After dissolving copper sulfate in water, now do you see the color of the solution here? We obtain a blue colored solution. Now put an iron nail in the solution and keep it there for 5 to 10 minutes. Then what do you observe here? Here the blue color of the solution changes into a light green color and brown coating on the iron nail appears. You know how this happens here? Okay, we'll try to understand this by chemical reaction. You just look at this chemical reaction here. See here what we added. We just added iron nail in a copper sulfate solution, right? Right or no? We just reacted what? Here iron reacted with the copper sulfate solution. Here I am just explaining with the help of this reaction. Iron reacts with copper sulfate solution. Okay, here what is going to be happening, you know? Here iron displaces the copper from the copper sulfate solution. You just understand that iron is more active or strong so that it can displace the copper from copper sulfate solution. It takes the place of copper in the copper sulfate solution. Got it? Now the new product is going to be formed, that is iron sulfate. That's why the color of the solution changes to light green. Before it was copper sulfate solution, right? That's why it is in blue color. But when iron displaces the copper from copper sulfate solution, it will changes to light green color. Then where this copper gone now? Where this copper gone? This copper gets deposited on a iron nail. Okay, it's get deposited as a brown coating on the iron nail. That's why the color of the iron nail also changes to brown color. Got it? This is what we call displacement reaction. Here copper is going to be displaced by whom? Iron. Just think that iron is more active or strong. So that iron displaces the copper here. Got it? Understood? Yes. This is what we call displacement reaction. Now you understood it? I hope you understood, right? Yes. Next, we will see that is neutralization reaction. What is neutralization reaction? How it occurs, you know? This reaction occurs between acid and base and which leads to the formation of salt and water. So, what is neutralization reaction? This reaction occurs between acid and base. When acid and base react to each other, they are going to produce what? Salt and water. This is what we call neutralization reaction. Children, about neutralization reaction, you will learn brief in acids and base chapter. Okay. Now you just understand what is exactly neutralization reaction. It's simply when acid and base reacts, they are going to produce salt and water. This is a general definition for neutralization reaction. You just see your example here. Magnesium hydroxide, it is a base. Sulfuric acid, it is an acid. When magnesium hydroxide reacts with acid, they get neutralized and they are going to produce salt. Here magnesium sulfate is a salt and water. Got it? What exactly neutralization reaction? The reaction between acid and base, they will produce the product as salt and water. This is what we call